You mentioned there about no event or no same event being the same. So are there any that have stood out to you that you've completed and created this year so far?
There's just 2 or 3 that stand out for different reasons. So we were lucky enough to be asked to manage the European Union's One Health joint programme annual scientific conference. It's an extremely long title to a conference, so let's call it the One Health conference back in May. And that was at 4 weeks' notice. It was coming from Prague. It had to be cancelled because of lockdown, and it had to be run. There was a lot of COVID issues that conference was tackling. It was a 3-day conference. We were delighted to deliver that. It was a long conference, put together in a very short period of time, 100% pre-recorded. The results were phenomenal. We had 800 people attend on the first day, and from a staggering 38 different countries. So that's one that stands out to me. One that stands out, and I feel quite affectionate about, is one that we actually did not last week, the week before last, which was for a company called Abbeyfield, the Abbeyfield Society, who are a care home provider. And this goes back to one of my answers from earlier on about clients coming to us, and this is probably the only virtual event they're going to manage in the year, and they're slightly nervous about doing so, and it's a really important event. And we sort of handheld Abbeyfield through that. It was technically brilliant. They looked great. Their content came across wonderfully, and they were delighted. And I was just pleased with that, because we knew that event was really important, as all are, but we knew that was really important to that client. And we will see them again next year, which is great. And I guess the last one, I promise I'm not going to list all 50 as my favourites, but the one I guess that stands out for me is what we're doing with Arla Foods. So Arla Foods, obviously the UK's largest dairy company, and we've managed many online events for them since March, and it's really critical for Arla to be able to communicate with their farmers. They have 2,500 farmers in the UK. They're part of a democracy, and they must chat with these farmers. So we've done multiple events, and the nice bit about that is that we get feedback from those farmers saying actually they love this way of communicating, and I think that's something that, without wanting to preempt 2021, that I think will continue into 20. So no favourite, but just 2 or 3 that just stand out to me.